Hey everyone, and you're listening to Ankur Variku on Voice with Variku. On this podcast, I talk to you about entrepreneurship, how to grow in life, manage personal finances, handle failures, and a lot more things that just come to my mind. The episode begins. So this morning I had a interview of sorts with an author who's writing a book on resilience, and resilience specifically in the context of entrepreneurship. And she was trying to figure out what is it that makes some entrepreneurs more resilient than the others, because there is clearly something that works which helps some founders navigate through even the hardest of times while some are not able to do so. And she's an academic, she's a journalist, she's an author, so I'm sure she'll figure this much better than I can. But she asked me a question that got me thinking, and the question was, I speak a lot about self-awareness, I speak a lot about knowing yourself. And she asked me, how does one go about being self-aware? Like, what are the mechanisms or the process to be self-aware? And I was instantly transported to this conversation I had with my founder at Nearby, Ravi. If you're into meditation, you'd know that there is this meditation concept called Vipassana, or Vipassana, however it's pronounced, not sure. And he had gone a really long time back to a Vipassana retreat. It's a 10-day affair. It's an affair where you can't speak to anyone, you can't read anything, you can't write anything. You're meditating for 10, 12 hours a day, perhaps even more. And over the 10-day period, it basically introduces you to this concept of meditation that hopefully helps you. And he said that when I went there, I realized that the hardest person to spend time with in your life is you yourself. And the minute I heard that, it was like, wow, that is incredibly true. We struggle to spend time with our own selves. We're always looking for some sort of company. The company could be a person, the company could be our phone, the company could be our email, the company could be Netflix. But we're essentially just looking for company. We're looking to keep our mind engaged in a manner that we don't have to spend time with our own thoughts. Because in some way, they scare us, they provoke us, they challenge us, or perhaps we are even scared to discover what we might find. And my response to the question of how do you become self-aware was exactly that. There is no magic wand. The way that you become self-aware is by spending time with yourself. There isn't anything else. Because there's no one else who's going to tell you, hey, that's who you are. Yes, there are enough people who will tell you that, but you don't know if that's who you are. And even if you did, you don't know why you are the way you are. And the only way that you'll get to that answer is by spending time with yourself. By asking yourself, why did what she said the other day make me angry? Why did what he's going through in life make me jealous? Why am I feeling sad today? Why am I feeling happy? What is it about this goal, this target that I've set for myself that motivates me? Why is it that I don't feel like getting up in the morning to work out even when I know that I should? Questions, questions, questions. Asking yourself why. And not just stopping at why, but going further. Asking 3 whys, 5 whys, 7 whys. Why am I feeling angry? Because I think I've been hurt. Why have you been hurt? Because she said something that I didn't like. Why didn't you like it? Because I don't want her to think of me like that. Why does it matter what she thinks of you? Because her opinion matters to me. Why do you think her opinion matters to you? Because I think that she's smarter than me. And I think it matters what smart people think of me. Why does it matter that smart people think highly of you? Or why does it matter what smart people think of you? And you keep going on and on and on. Because when you do that, you unravel who you are. You figure out that there is so much in each one of us that we don't understand, that we don't necessarily know. And that is honestly the only way that you can become self-aware. And when you become self-aware, here's the thing that happens. It doesn't it doesn't stop your emotions. It's not that you become the master of your emotions or the master of who you are and your thoughts, and you choose what you think and you choose how you react. No, that's, in my opinion, a natural reaction. I don't think anyone can choose to stop their emotions. A self-aware individual instead is just aware of their thoughts. They are not in a position where they're like, oh, I'm not going to ever feel anger anymore. They're like, the minute I feel anger, I know that I'm angry. And I also know why I'm angry. And the thing that meditation teaches you, which I've come to believe and experience personally, so I can stand and vouch for it, is that the minute you're aware of why you're feeling what you're feeling, that feeling fades away. And I think it does because the purpose of the feeling is fulfilled. Think about it. There is something called anger, and I don't know what it is, but it's a construct, right? We feel angry. We feel angry, and that's an emotion. That's a word. That's a feeling. That's an expression. And it serves a purpose. I don't know what that purpose is, but it serves a purpose. And let's say the purpose is we have to defend ourselves from any danger. So the reason we get angry is because we think that we've been threatened by someone else. So anger is our way of protecting ourselves from whatever is it that threatened us. And the minute you know why you're angry, you recognize that you're angry, and then you know why you're angry. Anger says to itself, well, my purpose is solved. I think I'm done here. The reason I wanted to come was to prepare this individual for a potential threat. But guess what? The individual knows what the threat is, and they understand why I'm coming in their minds and as an emotion. So that means I don't need to be here. I don't have a role anymore. And anger slowly fades away. This may sound like gibberish. It may sound like some random shit that I'm talking about, but it's true. I feel it within, and it's not because I meditate or anything. I feel it because I have practiced this for so many years. When you recognize in the moment that this is what you're feeling, and that recognition itself is the reason why you won't feel it anymore. Self-awareness is a powerful, powerful thing. And as I said, it's the hardest thing to get to. We are the hardest people that we will spend time with. But if we somehow find a way of doing so, we realize and uncover so much about ourselves that, in my experience, it just leaves us richer. It just leaves us with a lot more clarity over who we are and why we are the way we are. And that by itself is the reason why all the emotions and all the thoughts that we feel will fade away if we don't want them to be there in the first place.